Make a U-turn. In 1,000 feet, slide left, take the next left, sharp left, turn right on, continue on, in a quarter mile, at the light, in 600 feet, turn right on. You have reached your destination.
Yup. Okay, so here's what I've been doing today. I made this to include an O-ring and some paint. Through that, or grommet, I'm sorry, through that will go this. It looks suspiciously like a coffee maker switch, which, as I've already shown, drives this. Okay, so none of this is fastened down yet. I've got to do that corner there. But this is going to be my hood light, if ever I have to pull over at night. Although I'm a gentleman, so I don't motor about at night, right? That holder, that switch, is going to go right here. And I will quietly and unobtrusively route the wires, or wire through there, and on that, roughly here is where that wire will come out from the hood area, and I'll tap it down to the hinge, and then just attach it to one of the hot terminals. Yeah. Yep. Oh, Lord. Good kitty. So, as you can see, this doesn't draw much amperage. 2.1 amps. And the entire roll, I've already shown, well, I've shown it myself anyway, draws about 2.5 amps, 2.6 amps, 2.6 I think, total, for the total roll. So that's how much more efficient LEDs are. Okay? Hey, buddy. He's a good cat. In the meantime, this clip is on. I'm going to use this side for the rod. The rod is over here. Now dry. I did this yesterday. I might as well put that on tonight. I mean, I don't see why not. And I've also painted, well, I stripped and painted the hood release rod and the trunk stanchion thing. Oh, Lord, what, buddy? And so, just a few things here, small things there. Stuff off my list, really. And really, I just enjoy doing this stuff. Oh yeah, you know what I need to do next? I need to install all of the environmental controls on my dash so I can put the dash up. Okay, this is not done, it's hung, but as you can see here and here, I've got some adjusting to do, which is rather easy actually. Right now I've just got them hung up in there so I could get the screws up where they need to be. Okay. It's situated on top of the steering column like it needs to be. You'll see some wires hanging down. Let's start with these. Those are the connectors for the fan blower. Okay. And these, I'll bundle those up and take care of them later because I just want to move on to other stuff, is this. That's emergency flash unit. So I've got the ground connected, I've got the hot. Son of a bitch. Oh well. I've got the hot there. I will put another hot into there later. And if you look at this, the flashing assumes that you've got, god dang it, wires that come off of here and go into here and here that go to your left and right. Okay. I am concerned that I'll have to put in a couple of double ones, one for the back, one for the front, such that when I hit the turn signal, it doesn't activate everything. Right, so I want the turn signal system completely devoid and different from the emergency flasher system, which is easy. It's just more wiring. I just don't want to do it. Not right now, anyway. So what I want to do next is take my my support things. I've got, I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4 that then go straight through. I might as well show you. Well, I might as well show you this first. This is the actual flashing unit itself. So this entire kit comes from Moss. It's $78 or what the hell it is. It's more or less plug and play. Okay, screws on the side, put the wire in, screw it back in, it's golden. And all you do is just run the wiring to where you need to go. I ought to do it now, honestly, but I don't know. What did I want to show you? I do want to show you this. Okay, choke cable goes over and around under the dash this way, and then through here. And you can see it's not enough space. Fuck. So, I'll need to drill another hole, which really sucks, but because I've used all of them, most of them, for other intended purposes, I think. Well, for wiring mainly. You know? Oh well. The gas is here. Gas pedal and so forth will come out through there. So, I suppose it could go straight down through here. It's an option. Then up and around that way. Or, damn it, what is it that I wanted to show you? It's not important, I guess. Oh, yeah. This and that, the demisters. I've got those hoses on. Let's see, where are they? Not that you can tell too well, but there's one, there's the other. And just thinking to myself the best way to run that choke cable. I should have figured that out before I put this all back in, because I'm not taking it down again. All that stuff is in the way. Power steering is in the way. I'll figure out something. I'm good at figuring out some things. Yeah, figure it out somehow. Let's see, what is next? Bracket for my high beam, low beam switch, which will probably just go on the wall there, I think. And then bracket for, what else do I need to put up? High beam, low beam switch. Oh, no, now I remember. God damn. COVID brain? I don't know what the fuck. These. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Holy Christ, how many of these things do I have? I guess 4 and some spares? So I'll get to going on these, I suppose, and clean them off. Okay, here's what I'm doing today. This gets mounted, and I'm using the old one as just a static display to show you how it all works, but as you can see, this mounts up in there. Okay, how does it not fall down? You can see a couple of mounting screws that correlate with those mounting screws. And what goes between that? This does. This is the heater blower control and temperature control switch. It's a dual switch. Let's see if I can pull this out. Okay, it's on the blower, now it's off. And full on, full off, etc. This will go down like that. And you can see this and this also correlate with those two holes. I did not take this into account. When I mounted mine, I just put a couple of triangular shaped things in the dash, and figured that because I'm stupid, I didn't think ahead and account for this puppy. Okay, so I've got to re-drill some holes. I'll show you. There's mine. So they don't quite align with the mounting holes. I think I've got to elongate them outboard just a smidge. I've test fit this already, and it, like I say, just a smidge. So we'll see how that goes. So I'll do that, and then I'll hook up the wires that open and close that door, and that also the cables, and that also go through the firewall and connect to that. That is the actual, no kidding, valve that opens and closes the heater feed valve. I don't know what you want to call it, but let's see, where is that? Shoot, there it is on this side. Okay, right now I think it's closed. And then a fitting down in here, as you can see, opens it. So there's that. Yeah. I don't remember how that works, actually. Well, anyhow, I've got cables out the wazoo. I ordered one too many of these, so I got a couple of these. Cable air control without knob. Cable air control without knob, it's the same one. That's from Moss. And that puppy. This long sucker goes to here. That's it. So I'll get to going. I'll get to getting. I think what's next after this, I'm going to do the accelerator cable. I think. That's there. I think. And it's awfully short, though. I don't know. Anyhow, we'll see. Finished. Ugh, what a pain in the ass. Okay, this works. This works. This works. Off, on, no, off, on. But, pause. What I've got here is where the end of the cable goes for the temperature min and max. So when I pull this back and forth, God damn it, what's the wrong one? You can see how that changes, right? You can see, where is it? This, too short. I even think it'd be too short if I had a straight shot and not have the hole I'm using obscured by my power steering. That being stated, get out. The cable that comes with, the cable and sheath that comes with the assembly for this puppy, you can see how long that is. More than enough, I think, space or length to go from there to there. And especially so because I had to trim it. So another almost 2.5 feet, 3 feet. So I'm going to order this entire assembly $19, 18 bucks, I don't know, from Moss. Cut off the end and use that instead of what I've got there, because I'm not going to fiddle with it anymore. I'm getting tired and cranky. And I'll show you something. Where's the other one? Here's the spare one that I had bought, inadvertently, the extra one. And I use this same one for the a demister versus not demister pull. And I had to trim, oh gosh, where is that one? Workbench somewhere. Another foot off of that. This screw that I'm showing comes out and the entire cable will pull out as one assembly. That screw doesn't hold the cable into its slot. That indentation is where it's put together, cable versus puller, okay? Right there in the center. This thing pulls out, or this thing comes out just so you don't pull the entire assembly out of the dash mount, right? So when I buy the other one, this is the long one that I bought, that I'll buy another of. I'll just literally cut right there. And I'll have that long, nice freaking controller. That was so painful. The entire endeavor was painful. I've got, I think, 6 hours, 5 hours into just dash heater stuff, or something like that. So, that being stated, all I have left is the wiring, and that's about 2 minutes, and then that cable, which once I get it, won't be long at all. So, I plan on using these to also hook up my choke, but the holes that those fit in are smaller, so I've got to buy it for the carburetor itself. That'll be easy. And I believe my next endeavor is going to be my gas pedal, because I got to get that going to, you know, to go. Yeah.